One, welcome back to Efrain Rodriguez Jr. Show. Just 1 sec, I'm waiting for the live feed to go live and Facebook. Now we are live. Even if I doing this live, and I know sometimes there are probably one or two. In some cases, it goes to five. Awesome. Welcome back to Efrain Rodriguez Jr. Show. In today's show, actually, the reason I'm doing this show, I'm a little nervous because even that we had what he calls freedom of speech in the United States of America. Here it's a territory of the United States of America, so I'm a little afraid because the last time I tried to go alone with my freedom of speech, you know what happened to me? Yep, they closed my YouTube channel for 7 days, and I had to say to Sister Nancy, sorry about that. I probably did say something that they didn't like it, so even that I went and try to battle with them, they said that I was doing disinformation, and they took it apart. They took it down, actually. So that's why I did this new channel on YouTube. And if you haven't seen that channel on YouTube, I invite you to go over there, run. It's free. You can subscribe in YouTube, hit the bell, and each time I go live, like now, I go live in Facebook and YouTube, you can be able to see this amazing video of information and my opinion on this videos. So in today's video, actually, it's kind of one of those I told you so kind of videos, but sometimes it's hard, and with this whole information bombarding from left and right, its side. So when I went to the newspaper today and I found in a periódico newspaper El Vocero, I'm gonna bring it up because this is gonna be a short video. I hope. It's 7:30. The cenáculo has to be live, and I'm using the feed. Not using the channel, mientras hacer tan Mariano, but I'm using the instrument for them at 7:30, so it's gonna be short. So here on the newspaper, we are really facing. Oh, let me get this guy out of the way. Just 1 second, bear with me. This guy doing the, the talking is also doing the whole thing. So, okay, here we find this news. I found this news very, very, very good. It's good. Remember in other videos before I talk about her, she is Iris Cardona. What she's doing here is she's warning the population of Puerto Rico that we are facing a new uptick in COVID-19 infections. What I'm gonna do one paragraph pretty much, and that's what pretty much I put in the directions of the channel. She asks the public to be careful. The main medical officer of the Department of Health, Dr. Iris Cardona, acknowledged that COVID-19 statistics on the island are facing a new upturn and asked the public to be caution, to be careful. And this is good. Believe me, this is good. And I'm not coming here to talk trash about the vaccine because never done it before, and I'm not a scientist, but I'm putting in this page here the scientist talking, just repeating what she's saying. Actually, I use Google Translate. Sometimes it's very accurate. Sometimes a little bad, but I need help. So I don't have an earpiece in my ear telling you gotta say this and that. No, I'm here all by myself. So what I found very, very, very controversial about this is that in Texas there was a judge, Pittman, that he told the FDA to reveal the documents related to the vaccine of Pfizer. His name is Mark Pittman, the judge, and this information. And believe me, I'm not trying to be funny. To Miss Iris Cardona, listen, I saw your record, and you are, on the paper, you are for that job. And the video before, I mentioned, and I said, and I remember now, I said, please be a real scientist. Do not try to get mixed up with the politics, because politics, it's so dirty that would pull your titles and everything to the mud. Said it before. I am just refreshing it now again, one more time. This is for free. Remember, you get paid for what you do. I don't get paid for what I'm doing right now, but I have this in my head. And the day I die, if I go in front of my judge, Jesus, and he say, what you did? At least I'm going to say, I didn't do that much, but I didn't stay quiet. And that's why this channel, Efrain Rodriguez Jr. show, is going to be about. I live in Puerto Rico, and most of the stuff that I'm bringing here is about Puerto Rico, because I'm not in Texas. I'm not in New York. But those are the two places that I spend a lot of time in my lifetime. So, going back to this, the documents, there was a controversy here because they asked for the judge to have 75 years to give all these documents of 500 pages monthly. And they were saying like, oh, we don't have that much personnel. But the judge ordered, and we had the first round of documents. And in another video that it was canceled, striked out, because I was supposedly doing this information. And now, they are doing something on the law that even if you're saying the truth, but it can be categorized as of disinformation. And I don't understand that part. But, the smart people in the government are doing that now. I don't know if you're here, but that's the trend. Because they want to shut you down. I feel this is my right of free speech. This is my channel in Facebook, Efrain Rodriguez Jr. And if you go to the channel, most of we did in the channel since I started it was just praying the rosary. On YouTube, I create this new channel because I don't want the other channel to be closed down, because we have so much information there. But that's why I create this new channel. So in here, if you go and read here down below, it says, I know it's in Spanish, but it says they were asking 75 years, 500 pages by the month. And he said, no, ain't happening. You got 8 months to turn in the 450,000 pages. All I said to the doctor, Iris Cardona, I'm in Villalba, Puerto Rico. This is like a little town way up there. We have a beautiful lake. You'll see it on the back of myself. of me. It's beautiful lake. I'm in the country right now. I'm getting connected to the internet via satellite, like those antennas, and I go out to the world. There's another document here. Trying to be funny, doctor, but what I'm saying is, and I mentioned it to you before, we need to have all the information before we start making this statements in front of the public. Because if I, Efrain Rodriguez Jr., did that, a lot of people already done it. So they're gonna look at you and you're gonna be like, like those, I don't know, those títeres, I don't know, that, like you pull with the strings. It's hard, but you have so much titles on your shoulders. Use them. Use the common sense. Use all this information that's going out there. And now you're putting yourself out there and you're telling people, let's get the booster shot. Dude, I mean, I don't have not a scientist. I'm not. But I can read. So if I can read, a lot of other people gonna read too, and they're gonna be like, what is this knucklehead is telling us? It's unbelievable, but it's happening. It's happening right in front of our eyes. And we need to wake up, Puerto Rico. Yeah, that's my lake. If I'm out there on the whole world doing these videos, this information for you, Doc, this is free. Listen, this is so amazing. Right now, probably 1 or 2 people are watching live and Facebook. I don't know how many people watching live on Facebook. I say hello to all of you watching live on Facebook. Thank you for following Efrain Rodriguez Jr. And I'm gonna come back here tomorrow. But if I say this kind of thing that you guys are doing to the public, who's doing the disinformation? You are the doctor. But it's all this informations are there already. Why we putting our names into this mud? It's not good for you. I mean, hopefully one day someone can just bring you this information, because like I said before, I said before to the people on the health department that when I start doing this with the school and these kids and their percentage of 0.0016 death rate in 23 months, I'm like, what is this happening? Why are we doing this to the kids? Now I see that you are putting the red flag and telling the people, the government of Puerto Rico already did it. That's why I call them dictators, because now I go to a store and most of the people have their mask on. We know what is going to happen with the mask on, breathing ourselves, our carbon oxide, dióxido de carbono. Sorry about that one. Imagine that. Imagine that. We don't know that yet. Hopefully, nothing wrong come after that. I thank you to all of you that are watching live in Facebook. Not that many, but 1 is more than 0. Not like the statistics they're using, 0.0016, and they start school in January 22nd. Somewhere around that ballpark. And now they doing all this thing and trying to tell people, dude, get out of the newspapers. If you have nothing good to report, get out of the newspapers. Do something, fix everything in there. But don't do that, because you put in yourself, it is Cardona's in the bad situation, and reputation is Sure, whoa, I don't want to be in a bad reputation because one day they're gonna say like, oh, this guy saying nonsense. No, that's why I'm coming here every single day, Monday through Saturday, to do these things, to inform the people and give my opinion. And the news, they already on the newspapers, but sometimes there's some twisted news that we had to comment. Thank you once again for being here with us. I appreciate you here. If you can go to the YouTube channel and subscribe to the YouTube channel, it's just like this: Efrain Rodriguez Jr. Show, and just click on the subscribe button and click on the bell. And every time that we go live, like now, we are live. This is not recorded and I just upload it like it looks live, but no. Today I decide to come live and I never edit my videos, but this is the way that we are gonna be doing it before the cenáculo at 7:30 p.m. Thank you once again. From Palma Sola, Villalba, Puerto Rico, your host, Efrain Rodriguez Jr. in Efrain Rodriguez Jr. Show. Thank you so much. God bless.